Top of the evening, guys. Gotta fix my shirt. There we go. All right. Feel much better. Much better. Much better. Top of the evening, guys. It is the I Am Urban Malachi-RESEAN show. As you may are able to see it, if you can't see it, here it is down here. It's probably on this side when I have the reflectors. Guys, I have a full stack of workload here. We are live and brought to you and endorsed by none other than evimeriaexpresshomes. It's probably on this side because it's going to mirror me. So, without further ado, I want to go ahead and get into this proceedings this evening. I have another fantastic video for you guys this evening. I want to first do the housekeeping first and foremost. If you guys are viewing us, my apologies, got something in my eye. Must be my dazzling in my eye, darling. Dazzling in my eye. Dazzle me. It's in my eye. All right. Sip of water. All right. Let's get proactive. So, I want to thank you guys for liking, commenting, coming in and subscribing and being with us this evening. If you're catching us on the live stream, you guys could be anywhere else watching whatever, cacophony, ridiculous videos out there, outlandish that are out in the world. However, you are here and viewing our channel, and you are going to get a very valuable if you proactively use it. It's the difference. You can hear this knowledge and just skips over your head and it just means nothing, or you can actually tune into it and write down, take some notations, and make some massive success out of it. Guys, this one is going to be using these strategies to become a part of the top 1% real estate investors. Do you guys want to be that? I mean, it's just super simple. Do you guys want to become top 1% earners? Did you know the average top 1% earners are multi-million and billionaires? Multi-billionaires. I know a lot of my followers are not here to become multi-millionaires and billionaires, but if you are in certainly the right stratosphere that you are looking to seek to encapsulate. We are here to talk about my strategies and what I do to become a part of the 0.01% of the wealth income earners. And yes, average American, 40 to 60% of Americans, actually it's 40%, 45% of Americans, 45% of Americans are actually under the poverty level. And of course, 75% of all statistics are made up on the spot. Did you know that either? So, with that being noted, I have a very special one here for you guys. And to become a top 1% earner is just simply meaning principle basis, guys. Just building upon the principles that we've been continuously using consistently. Consistency is key, guys. We're here to make it super simple. So over the next 90 days, I have committed myself to continuously bringing you guys these fantastic videos. I'm gonna scooch back just a little bit because I know my barber did a really sharp job on the slide, but gosh, hey, I don't need to cut the top of my head off. There we go. Feel much more comfortable now. So with that being noted, I want to assure to you guys that what you guys are being able to witness in real time is how I go about actually acquiring my real estate properties, or pardon me, evimeriaexpresshomes acquires the real estate properties. I'm just simply an actor, a performer at any point in time that evimeriaexpresshomes decides. I think it's on this side. evimeriaexpresshomes decides to take on new individuals. They do the same thing. There's nothing different other than just ambition, and I'm the man that is decided to properly perform in a manner that he does and lead and guides his team. However, at any point in time, if there's any other portions of our team that decides to want to step in and to take it on, they do the same. They use the same scripts. They use the same messages, the same fonts. The only difference is just the individual who's relaying the information over. It's just generally that's how this works. I don't look to come up with anything new because it's a system that works. It performs at its peak ability, and we're enjoying the results that we're continuously getting over time. So I don't really see of any real necessity other than critiquing and becoming better. That's why we're not looking to become a bigger company. Like, we know we're going to get bigger with time. However, we're not looking to have an overnight success. We're in this for the longevity run. We're a finite players playing the infinite game, right? So in order to win this finite spirit, we have to do within the means that we are given with, and with performance, we are given a really strategic manner of lead bases that just work for us. So all that to say in a synopsis, or in a roundup, is we enjoy serving our client base. We get in enough leads base, as you guys can see here. We get enough lead base of everything under the sun and just near about, and we stack our leads. So whether it be what you guys see here, which is just nothing but a nice way of saying that this is work overload. This is nothing. It's nothing, fancy. This is nothing braggadocious or boastful. I think this is just a nuance, to be mind you. I think this is a marketing. And by all means, it works. It's a form of marketing that we do prescribe to. However, I am just a firm believer, and yes, they do pay for themselves. I mean, 1,000 times over, they pay for themselves. Now, how do you turn these mailers into 25 cents? I think you need to jump, or 25 time at 2,500. Revert back to our marketing strategies video. I believe it was episode 15 or something like that, 15 or 16. Check back in the episodes, our earlier videos. We talk a lot about marketing. We talk about the marketing that we're using here in our company. Mailers are just one of them. We do cold calling, we do door knocking, we do drive by and knock to ensure that there's a property owner that's living there. If not, then we find means, of course, to do the mailing part. But first and foremost, before you even get to marketing, before you even talking about sellers and what they're buying or what you're selling, let's start off at the very beginnings. That do you have a buyer? Now, where do I get my buyers? It's super simple, and we talk about this more times over in almost every other video, if not every video. We get our buyers simply down at the auction. Got the individuals that are really spending their money. Mr. J. Joe, who could put down 5, 10, 5,000 or 5%, whichever the auctioneer is requiring, and they don't know if they're actually going to be purchasing the property. They don't have a guarantee that they're going to buy the property. They just have general interest to bid on the property and seek to pay on the property. And of course, that is to be a cashier's check or best a check. So we want to be able to be the individuals that can save Mr. J. Joe some time, energy, and efforts in acquiring these properties, and also giving him an opportunity to take a look into the properties that we acquire. So it's super simple. We just open up the dialogue. Which you reveal hills. You never know that the time that you're saving him is revealing to him an opportunity that he wasn't afforded before, and now he's given this opportunity. Now he can take massive success towards it. So as you guys are coming, I see you guys are coming, and thank you guys for viewing. If you're catching this on the replay, we do appreciate you guys for viewing. So you're down there at the auction, and you're talking to Mr. J. Joe, and Mr. J. Joe, you tell him, hey, look, I'm in the market to buy 3 to 5 real estate deals on a monthly basis, and I can bring them to you if this is something that best fits your criteria. Let me ask you, what kind of properties are you buying in a 23662 area code? Okay, you're buying 2 beds, 1 bath. Okay, I noticed you just purchased this 2-bed, 1 bath right here in the market. What kind of price range do you like to stay in? Do you want to be in the price range where you just bidded on this property, where you've never seen the inside of it before a day in your life? They say, yeah. Okay, great. Well, this one may work for you. So what are you going to do? Now that you're writing all this down, you jotted it down, you exchange numbers with them. You could use the links in our actual comment below. I can send it to you. No, in fact, yes, email the link below. There's an email down there in the bio. And it's probably up here somewhere if this is fastest book that is recorded. And Twitter, I think Twitter is somewhere down. I think Twitter does something like at the bottom too, if we're recording on Twitter. So the point, the general basis is being able to be in front of these individuals and explaining to them what you're doing, what your end goal objective is. Their objective is that they want to buy more properties that they could start, doing some rehabs to, or if hardly any work sometimes at all. General basis is about 80% on the dollar. So then what you're going to do is you're going to go out and you're going to market and find properties in which are heavily dilapidated, pre-foreclosures, probate leads, houses that are vacant that probably need some repairs because the water is off, or there's a water line that's attached to the property. There's some challenge. We're dealing with boxes with tops on them, with people inside of them that are facing some sort of challenge. So we're taking that and we're objectively finding a seller. Let's go call her that seller, Sarah Sue. Sarah Sue is going to pretty much, you're going to call Miss Sarah Sue. You're going to use the details that we use here in this, or the methods in this video, strategies, to actually reach out to Miss Sarah Sue and inquire about her property and pique her interest of selling if she's interested in selling. So the phone call goes something like this. You guys are going to hear it. Hi, Miss Sarah Sue. I was curious. I came across your property at 123 Main Street, and I noticed that it looked like it needed some work to it. Now, mind you, if this is a property where it's a tax lien against it, where she's not living in the property, she's not cash flowing the property, and it just needs some renovations done to it, let's call it at $50,000 of renovations. What, Miss Sarah Sue? What? I'm just curious. Would you be interested in selling the property? Sure, I'll sell you the property, and so you guys get into the conversation, and she starts to say, well, what all do I have to do in order to sell my home? Or you just pose the question, as I share with you guys here in this video. Super simple. What best number would it take for you to take this property off your shoulders? $50,000. Okay. 50,000 works for you. 50,000 works for me. Okay, great. So let's say Mr. J. Joe sees this property and he believes that this property is valued at $200,000. He says, "Yeah, I think this property could use some work to it. I think it won't take about $50,000 worth of work to it, but we're still going to call our numbers at 50 because we want to under promise and over deliver." So Miss Sarah Sue says, "Yes, this is the property that works for me." Miss Sarah Sue is going to then sign a purchase and sale agreement, giving you the equitable interest, which is common law country, allowing you to provide the equity interest into the property to be arbitrarily sold, or assign is what we call it. We're assigning those equitable rights over to the end buyer. Mr. J. Joe says the value of the property is at $200,000. So you got $50,000 that you put the property under contract for, $50,000 and what the repairs are. So you're in this property for $100,000. And let's just say you want to make $20,000, right? Super simple. So let's say Mr. Investor is willing to pay 50% of the after repair values for the property. So he gets in haggling of a deal of the property for a trifling sum. You're going to make $20,000 off the deal because you're going to assign your rights over. You're going to have him sign an assignment agreement. You're going to send that purchase agreement, that sales agreement, or that assignment agreement, purchase and sale agreement, and assignment agreement over to the title company, escrow company. Title company, escrow company, just simply is layman's term. Sometimes an attorney can do, a lawyer or an attorney can do it as well. They can do a title examination or perform a title examination, for lack of better words. And they're going to get back with you and let you know what all the liens and encumbrances that are on their property. So Ms. Sarah Sue has a water bill or a tax lien, and that comes up, and let's say the tax lien is at $15,000, and you can tack that price on to what your end price is. So you can go back to Ms. Sarah Sue and you can say, "Hey, well, Ms. Sarah Sue, I noticed that there was a tax lien on it, but we're going to cover it. We're going to cover the taxes. We're going to cover the fees. We're going to go the lien fee, and we're going to cover any of the commission or the fees that took upon for you to be able to get this property." Short, sweet, to the point, right? So this is all entitled into your $50,000, all in all, right? So with no commissions needed to come out of her pocket to be paid to you, you just made yourself $20,000 to sell this property over to the end buyer, who's then going to put the work into this property, bring it up to updated speed, and or if the property hardly needs any work and it doesn't need any work at all, then he's just simply going to keep the property and rent it out and or put the property on the market. Now, these are the fundamentals. These are the bases and premises that we are setting our stones on. The reason why I have you guys start off in this manner is because I want you guys to, as we're calling these individuals, I give you guys the most fundamental basis that you guys can get started with. So that when you guys get into the advanced versions of actually getting into lease options, which is a super simple process, it's nothing of complications. It's just more simplistic for individuals who are getting into the realm of real estate to find properties in which will bring them massive success and also will lead them into more of the advanced settings such as lease optioning, which can also be wholesaled as well. Where an example I get to you, where my best fittings are finding distressed properties and or motivated sellers, the individuals who have a reason that they need to sell, such as probate or tax delinquencies or pre-foreclosure or you name it, you have it, and they need to sell for whatever reason under the sun. Who knows? All right. So what I like to do is I like to place them. I like to place them in a position where they can earn some income. So let's just say that generally basis there's a mortgage that's involved, and we're able to dispute whether or not if there's an actual validation of the there's a validation of the debts that are attained to the property. And in the means of where the seller was at once upon a time being placed in a position where they were paying for a property, and now they're getting paid for a property. And now, once we place them in a position to whereas, hey, they find it as best means to sell their or earn revenue from their property in the means of re-renting their property back out. They have no means of living in it, and it's just simply they want to keep the upkeepings of the property to keep it apart. So what we would do is something super simple. Let's say the average rents in the area are 1,500, but the mortgage once upon a time was set, let's say, I don't know, 750. Keep the number super simple, right? We can rent that property out for $1,000, encapsulate the $250 on a monthly basis. I mean, how long would it take you to make 250 in a day? I mean, if you're already making 250 in a day, I mean, why not make an extra 250 a week or per day, and then times that by 7? You guys, you mathematicians out there, I love it. Gosh, yeah. I see you guys doing the numbers in your head already. Yes, $150,000 would be a great idea to me. I'm telling you guys, $150,000 is ideal. However, you have to incrementally get there. There's ways and there's ways of doing this here. However, I just want to stick to the very fundamentals. Why am I sticking to the fundamentals? Because if I can show you guys how to take 1750 from off of just several few properties and actually encapsulate whatever you're doing now, taking whatever efforts and energy that you're placing into whatever job or the hobbies that you guys are doing for revenue, and you were to just take a look into this and you say, well, 1,750 is not bad. It's not that's actually really good. That's really good revenue to be making. So that's what I'm impressing upon you all, is that it is possible. These idealistics that I'm presenting to them are not just real, but we're doing them here in evimeriaexpresshomes. All things to be considered, these are just examples. However, they are what the performance of what we're doing here. And we're doing it in a strategic manner that actually solves the property owner's challenge, the underlying root of their problem, and actually getting them into a better position than when we found them. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use some of these magic lines here for this evening. And I'm not going to use each and every one of them simply because there are certain areas of the world in which I'm going to be saving off for to be like this one here to be looked into at a later date. So let's see. Let's see if we can find one that is local. I'm gonna try a few of these, and if I don't find one, what I'll do is I'm gonna use my other means of finding leads. Now these leads will actually what we set inside of our calendar for our team to review, and then they get placed into our lead sheet, and in the lead sheet we will have someone follow up on with the immediacy of them being added into our lead flow. So we funnel our leads super simple, and it means that they are getting in contact with the property owner at the immediacy of us receiving them back. These are return mailers. These are mailers that were mailed to property owners in which they do not live at that property, which gives us a more meanings of a reason of getting in contact with them. Now, they're already inside of our leads base. However, when they're returned back, they are recreated as a lead of a different sort. So they may have went out from a mortgage lead base, or if we've seen them on a auction or a tax liens list, and then they're returned back, we also place them inside of the return mailers. So I looked through a few of those. So none of those from the top few are coming back as in areas and where I want to be at. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep it super simple. You guys can follow me. I'm going to go to Zillow. We're still working on being able to find the means getting our present. Let's try. And this is what I wanted to test out for this video. So maybe it'll work. So bear with me one moment as I use the dynamics of this media slot here. to place you guys on just a brief hold. And what we're going to do is we're going to add, the item. Yeah, let's see. Ooh. I don't know if you guys are able to see this on your side, but probably not. So what we do is, if it does not let me do it on this round, we can circle back in a later video and give it another test try. So I'm just going to stop it for now. And so you guys can still hear my voice. I'm still here. I am going to bring back the camera. And I don't believe Okay. There we go. Okay, it's not gonna allow me to do it while we're actively live. So no worries. You just got your guys gonna be able to follow this by a step-by-step basis. I think that's even better anyhow. So what I'm gonna do is gonna pick an area, and I'm going to use the Southern Cal area. And I'm going to be searching homes in the, so I'm going to refine my search. I'm going to refine it down to no min, no max. We're going to use listed by owner. And I'm actually going to do no min, no max on the square footage. But I need, at best, 90 days max time on. Oh, that's max, yikes. Can it go a little further than that? Yeah, 36 months. You know what? No. I'm going to refine it to 90 days at best. I'm in an area that I know that is not going to have that high of a sellers in this area. This is a really prime. This is a prime area. This is the closest to downtown of San Jose, California. So. Very many enticing auctions indeed, I see. Bear with me just for 1 moment. It's coming on. Okay. All right. Testing. Okay. All right. Bit of a talking I can do for later. So I'm looking in the southern area. Okay, only 2 in this area, so. All right, they're sending me to Zoom or home .com, xome.com. And I don't know if my closed captions come in correctly, but sometimes they're a little wonky. We'll have those updated too, so that they're a bit more in close proximity or precise. Just searching the area. Got a few homes that are coming up for auction. I don't have the auction set primarily. So let me go and may as well set, coming soon. Let's remove that. That may open up what we're looking for. So we got owners posted. We want to remove agent. We want to remove new construction. Of course, you guys know I want my foreclosures, auctions, and pre-foreclosures. Absolutely. Ooh, nice. We're going for this one. All right, we got a 6-bed, 4-bath, 5,700 square foot. 5 fireplaces. That's all they have up here. There's 5 fireplaces. Interesting. All right, let's get more info. See where they're auctioning this property from. I have a feeling this is an agent. I didn't do well with this listing, that's for sure. And there's not many pictures. All right, not so sure why this one's not coming up. So we're gonna move on to the next one. This one has like a ton of sports cars outside. And that was being auctioned for $2 million. All right, nope, not sure what. Oh, I have my low to high. Why is that? Not sure. But let's keep moving. All right, newest. We need to place. Well, there's over 105 in the criteria that I'm looking now, so that's a better refined search of what we're looking for. So let's take a look at this one. This was a pretty foreclosure. Let's see if I have a number on this one. No number and same. No. Doesn't really give me much of an option for this one. I like using my phone, guys, because I'm giving it, granted, the reserves, rather, lack of better words. I'm giving it the reserves that I'm doing this all from my phone, which is I like to be challenged, so I want to see where I can really hone in for you guys that may not have access to a computer but want to get into this business, and leaving no excuses on the table is what we do here. Just takes a bit more of a refinement of our search. I'm looking for particular properties for this area. May have to drop my pre-foreclosures for this area because I'm not liking the refinement that they have for me for my pre-foreclosures. If anything, what I'll do is I'll jump on the Mac and we can really roll this one up. Zillow does not, and my filters are like sharp, but however, Zillow on the phone the app is a lot different. Oh, here we go. All right. Just takes a little bit of toggling. That's all. Remove. All right, cool. Let's see what we got here. Oh, nice. All right, so we got 1.2 million, 2 bed, 1 bath, 1,200 square foot, around that. Let's see. This must be like close to downtown. It is. Let's look at the downtown, San Jose. Let's give this individual a call, shall we? All right, so we're going to go to Netter Online. And I'm going to place this inside my notes. All right, went to the Santa Clara Assessors. The irony, I am not a robot. Nope, that's an oxymoron. Ooh, nice. All right, so this one's in a revocable transfer on the death. So, not going to have much information on this particular property here. Tax information is going to be, of course, default. Very interesting property I decided to go with. All right, so I'm going to skip this property that I have here. I'm going to go to the next one. because this property is transfer on. It's a transfer on deed. They have like zero information on the property. The name is for sale by owner though. I can use the. Let's do a reverse search, but I don't have the property owner's name, so I can always ask them their name. I would prefer to request their name, although having their name readily available distincts the conversation a bit more favorable for us. So let's try something here. So. All right, so I'm going to fastgooglesearch.com. I'm taking the number that I have on Zillow. Doing some due diligence, reading what I see on Zillow. Doing my best to get the best of information that I can get from the video, from the properties or what they provide. However, it's a little bit different of how we do it here in my backyard. But it's all going to be the same. It looks like a bunch of individuals were interested in buying this property recently, because there's a bunch of individuals standing right outside the house as if it was an auction before they listed it, or once upon a time. So it's interesting to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a reverse search. I'm going to go to fastgooglesearch.com, and then I'm going to place the phone number in there. Ugh. Not the property in particular that I'm working with. And I don't see the property's address for. So what I'm looking for is with the reverse search, if I could find, if I'm able, so long as I'm able to find maybe an associable number, property address, that will benefit us here to properly speak on that property. All right, and because I don't see a name, guys, I'm just gonna jump out there and do it. Gotta get in there, get under it.
Salutations. Please leave a message after the beep.
Yeah, no, they told me to text them. So here's what we're gonna do. Send them a text script, and we're gonna keep it moving. Just for the sake of this video. Normally I'm not texting them. I'm saying it here, saying it now, I'm saying it forever. Not texting you. You want to say you're home, pick up your phone. For the sake of this video, because we're rolling here, I'm just going to shoot them a text for the sake of this video so that I can get somebody on the phone. But futuristically, call these individuals. They say text, call.
Salutations. Please leave a message after the beep.
That was the. Whoops. Whoopsie. Okay. Sweet. Move on to the next one, shall we? Oh, they're so testing my savage. All right, so I found a home, but I am not so keen on the actual property itself. But I'm interested if there may be some detailing that they're leaving out because they have floor models inside of the property, but it means nothing if it's a tear down. Like bare bones, it's a tear down. More than likely, it's a salvageable. Uh, it's a salvageable trailer, so I'm not going to go with this one. Let's actually keep going. See if I can find one in particular. Holy shucks! All right, see that's why I called that individual because it's not their house. Would have saved us a bit of time, but we're gonna send them our thanks. All right, so we got a new property address. All these small twos that are like $830,000. It's like, well, not all of them, but the one I'm looking at is $830,000, and it's not $830,000 home, and the slightest bit. But you are San Jose. Well, in fact, this is in Aptos. I'm probably mispronouncing, but Aptos, California. Aptos. I'm just there's not. It's not like an island, but they have like a. I would love to describe it in the means that I'm seeing it, but it's just hard to. One of those things that's hard to describe. It's just like a really nice, lengthy uh, bar table, but they decided to put the stove in the middle of it. It's like, why? But we want to sell. We want to solve the property owner challenge. I think I'm gonna help them. I'm just gonna help them out. Hey, we might want to remove the stove out of the middle of your table. That might help sell the home. It's a beautiful home. It's an overall beautiful home though. Outside, exterior, uh, hardly a backyard. Outdoor shower. Boy, if that ain't California for you. And of course, there's photos of the doves. Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me. I want the challenge properties. Where's all the yeah, those properties. Let's go by size. Let's see. Whoa. Let's maybe not go by size. Uh huh. Just gets more interesting. I went by square footage this time and I got all the ugly homes. Just not the ugly homes I like. I need dilapidated. These are too purty. It's a 10-1 home. All right, not looking for $1 million homes, but of course it's California, so you're gonna get these prices. Maybe I can go by bedrooms. I find what I'm looking for. They don't really allow you to do the refinement of north and southern refinements for um, the app when you're on Zillow. So and this is the part of being all part of the 1%. It's just finding your deal, discovering your project. This is all in how you hone this in. I'm looking for particulars. I could spring load and call hundreds of homeowners, and of course you get the deal done. But we got 4,500 callers that we need to make in the next 90 days. So we don't have much time. The best means of our time, best case usage of our time is finding those individuals who need to sell and they need to sell like yesterday and they know what they're wanting out of all of this, and if we can provide that service to them, I'm at will uh, the individuals that I would call. And no means am I disregarding any of these homeowners. It's just mostly when you're looking at, for instance, I'll use one here: 2 bed, 1 bath, days on Zillow, 3,600, $400,000 property, right? But you got a Zestimate of 374. No housing photos, just giving me vibes of like you're not looking to sell this home. In most case scenarios, the homes that we're looking for are going to be up there, but they're not going to be up there very long because others are going to be investors who are using the same methodology here that I'm providing to you guys at a free 99 basis are going to get to them quicker because they're using a massive team. But if you have a sharp eye for what you're looking for, a keen sight for it, you become unmatched in this endeavor. So I'm gonna move a little bit northern from San Jose. I need to be out in the county a bit. So going a little bit closer to Washington State. Let's jump over Oregon and get into Washington. And I don't want to be in Seattle. Seattle's going to be saturated. So to use a different state, so even moving into a different state, we're still going to use the same systems. We're using so here outside the city. Let's go see find Seattle. Find Seattle on the map. And I'm going to try to do my best to get far away from Seattle. Another easier way of doing this is using city data. If you use citydata.com, if you check one of our later videos or earlier videos, pardon me, you can see how we use city data, and I'm only describing it because there's not really a major means for to pull it up on a screen because you can do this from your cell phone. And maybe in a later video, what I'll do is I'll actually do a screen recording of this as well. But this is like in real person trial period that I'm going to show you guys. This is super simple to do, guys. And so what I'm looking for is the median household. Let's see, not household income. Scroll a little bit. Houses without mortgage. Here we go. All right, houses without mortgage, and we are in Washington. All right, population. Look for small cities. Shout out in small town. I heard you guys. I'm ready to do it for you. All right, Findlay, Washington. So let's see if I can find Findlay on this map. So I'm gonna drop Findlay, Washington. Oh, that's DC. Yikes. Findlay, Kennewick, Washington, which is on the borders of Richland, inside the Columbia Plateau, and outskirts of Columbia Basin. So this is definitely going to be a short, just a quick flip here. Definitely going to be a quick flip. Let's see. All right, so we got one here. Kennewick, Washington. Use city data to find the properties, smallest cities. And I want to actually see what the income disparity in this area, just so I know what the housing market's like. Population of less than or approximately 57,000 or 55,000 is recorded by city data. Comment below. Maybe I'll come to your guys' city and I'll do some searches in your city and see what kind of deals we populate and formulate out of that area. Oh, we can check the comment section and see. I want to thank you guys for viewing. Man, I tell you, time absolutely. It's not a. All right, here we go. Estimated median household income. Estimate. Is that household income? We need indexed. But we're going to use this for the sake of this video. Oh, here we go. Per capita income. Asked a little bit just too quick. Estimated median house gross rent is 1150, 1200. Okay. All right. So I'm looking for houses that are probably going to be about 160 grand. So I'm going to put my markings at about 100. I'm just going to go for 200,000. for the sake of numbers. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. It's all I know what you're looking for. Looking for sharp deals, I can find you some sharp deals. Because, man, I just got boatloaded. All right, let's see if we can find the owner of this one. Oh, no. That's a trailer. Run! Run, Forrest. Run towards it. Nah, I don't want to be, that's an auction. Man. I just don't have I don't have a buyer for that one. Not in Washington. You guys got buyers in Washington, send them to me. Washington State. I will do some buying here. Just don't want that property particularly because I see it's I know that there's gonna be a bit more of a interesting turnout for that one. It's like collecting water pellets in a bucket. No for sale by owners, only auction homes. And I would love to do auction homes, but I do not know do not know enough of their code enforcements. Or I do not know enough of their codes for foreclosures in that area. I only know as far as it goes with wholesaling. So, and I would certainly be solely interested in just figuring out what I would prefer to buy the house if it's an auction. Just so we're clear, if it's an auction, I want to buy it. That means there's a mortgage. More than likely, there's a mortgage. And more than likely, we want to see the default. And we want to cure it. Or gain remedy. Alright, out of the small town since there's not a solitary. Alright, jump it over to Seattle. Get a little closer to Seattle. Let's go to Olympia, which is a city outside of Seattle. Looks like it's about another 45 minutes to an hour away. God darn it, more auction, bud. Man, this site really knows I love my auctions. Alright, no, I do not have auctions set. So I should go and may as well be set. Alright, there we go. Darn it. All right, so absolutely no matching result. I refined the search too close in. Okay, let's go with this one. Oh, there's none in the city either. Okay. On Zillow. Remember, we're using Zillow, so there's a reason why. All right, so we're going to back out with this one. There we go. All right, so we come up on this property. 2 bed, 1 bath. Ugh, rough. Oh, it's so rough. Let's see, 509, 788. Let's make sure. That's why I want to make sure that we actually have a property owner, because if Zillow is not giving the proper numbers, I do not want to use numbers that are not going to direct me to the seller. I want the seller. Want the seller's number or the decision maker. My apologies, lack of a better word. I would like for to speak to the decision maker that is attained to the property. Yeah, that is really interesting how it just flips by itself. All right, be back in a flash. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go to fastpeoplesearch.com. I'm going to look up this address. Oh, my apologies. Netter Online. I need to find out who owns it first. Netter Online, and then we're going to go to 98,930. Yakima County. Man, the small town search is really interesting. All right, tax information, street address. Oof! All right, I gotta figure out how to do the desktop mode on this phone. Yeah, we're gonna start going back to desktop because doing this mobile thing is really interesting. It's not. It's best. It's mobile is best if you're doing it first person view, but when you're showing it on a live stream, it just looks like I'm just skipping a bunch of properties, but it's a little bit more keen detail when I'm performing here for you guys, so that you guys can get where I'm going with this. So overall, oh, here we go. Sales information. Let's see. And it doesn't give me the granted access that I know what a mobile desktop would do. So There's no excuse. You still can call them. Still can find that. Still can use the number that's on Zillow. I wanted to see what was the person's name that was on the tax information, so that being as though they're the decision maker makes cuts our job down in half, so we can address them directly. And when I'm not able to see the information, it makes it a little bit more interesting. So, but because I'm a guru, not a guru, as you may claim me as a guru, I'm a guru. Let's just go ahead and get them on the phone, shall we? Doesn't work out.
Hello.
Good evening. My name is Malachi with evimeriaexpresshomes. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Well, this is Charles.
Hi, Jeff. I came across your listing on Zillow. I was curious if you still own 709 West 5th Street in Grandview, Washington.
Yeah, and
Interested if you'd still be selling, if you're like, if I could buy it. I'm still buying a few properties in Washington.
well, you're from out of state, right?
Yes. That doesn't require me to be in state to purchase the property.
Well, yeah. The thing about it is that I would rather speak to somebody that is in the area where I live.
You did state you were looking to sell the home, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
To somebody,
Well,
to
I'd be
somebody
interested in.
that's local here.
Well, I have funding that can close on this deal as like yesterday. Local or if I fly in, would be the difference.
Yeah, but how would you tell me as to whether or not you're willing to buy the property as is?
Easy. I'm glad you asked that. How would I be able to give you the interest that you're seeking inside of your property? I like that question. In fact, we work with individuals who are local to you in the Grandview area who can schedule a walkthrough through the property. I see that you're looking to get $174,000 for the property, and can you tell me a little bit about the property if I was walking through the property and maybe give me some details of the property, that way I know based off of my numbers base if I'm getting a good deal here.
Well, you got everything, all the information that you need is on Zillow.
Zillow doesn't. My apologies. Zillow wouldn't be able to tell me what year the air conditioner unit in your home would be in place, or when's the last time the roof would be. Let me ask you that question. When's the last time you had the roof repaired?
I've never had the roof repaired in the 20 plus years that I've had the home.
Oh, okay.
So the roof needs to be replaced. That's why I'm selling it as is.
As is. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what kind of information could you give me to this property?
None. Only what you can find on Zillow is all I have.
Okay. Hey, well, seems like just it would probably be a best fit for us because there's just a bit more of information that we're looking to. But I do wish you the best of luck if you do find somebody that'd be interested in close on us. I mean, I would be really interested, but if you have troubles moving this property, you can save this number, and I most certainly can see what I can do best for you. But like I said, we have our personal funding, and if it just doesn't fit our criteria, I do have partners who can close on this like yesterday. And at best, if anything else, we also have realtors in that area as well. So either way, we'll get the price that you're looking for in that area. So it's just all in willingness if you're open to work with us.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the call.
No worries. You take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yes. I am quick to tell you I don't want to work with you. I'm quick to tell you like this isn't gonna work. Uh, Me buying out of state has no difference in me telling you that the sky's gonna be blue tomorrow. There's no difference. It's just perspective. You don't think I'm going to be able to buy your property? I'm not going to be I'm not going to be the person for you because you can't tell me what I can perform on. Only I can perform, and then you are able to see the results. But I didn't want to cause any conflict here. So to keep the conversation becoming convoluted, super simple is, hey, look, you got any problems moving this property? Super simple answers. Here's what I'm going to do. You're more than open to saving this number. You have any challenges in selling it? You're always going to be working with me as the end buyer. You like the price that you get for your property. I think it's a good price too. You're selling it as is. I'm buying it as is. Short, street, to the point. You're not but paying any realtor commission fees, any of that nature. Even if we needed a realtor, we'd come in and we'd still help to move this property for you. I'm solving the property owner's challenge. I'm not here to rebuttal a bunch of answers, questionnaires and answers, because we're not talking about the property at that point. We're talking about like now if the credibility, if I can actually close your home. That has nothing to do with actually if I can if I want the property. If I'm interested in the property, I'm going to buy the property. Just key notes when you guys are speaking to property owners, even if they are out of state. This is virtually wholesaling. You are seeking to solve the property owner's challenge. They want to sell the property. They listed it on Zillow. They share an interest to other individuals. Hey, look, I can't sell this thing to my neighbor, so I need to find out other means to getting this thing sold. So I post it online and broadcast it to individuals across the globe who are going to be interested in buying my property to broadcast it. Individuals who call me if they're across the globe and they tell me I can close on property. I don't want to close on it. So to alleviate yourself in this circumstantial, to be a part of the top 1%, just go with what's best for your time, individuals. What's going to save you some time, energy, and the efforts. Remember, you have to arbitrarily transfer this information over or this property over to an individual who's going to come in and perform on the property if you're wholesaling it. I can buy it as my own persons. Evimeriaexpresshomes can buy it as their own persons. So overall, I think that was a really good call. I know that I can critique that call to get a lot more closer to what I'm looking for. However, it's not going to be a one call closed deal every single phone call. That gives me just the more ample precision to just follow up with the guy. I'm going to place him inside the call log. I spoke to him. He got the right number, gave me his name, information, was exchanged. So we'll keep up with him. Maybe in a couple of weeks, he just gets tired of sitting on his property and just, or maybe within the next couple of days, who knows? I'm the couple of days kind of guy. Like, hey, look, I called you a couple of days ago. You're looking to sell your property, you're still holding on to it. What are you gonna do about it? You want to sell it? You told me you wanted to sell it. You didn't tell me that you wanted to list it on there for it to be broadcasted to the world. It's that simple, individuals out there in this world wide web. However, that is going to be my time. I thank you guys for viewing this video. Continue liking these videos. You guys are sending me to the top of the charts. And I get to bring you guys along with me to get the results that you guys are looking for. If you guys looking to take your business to the next level and cold calling, this is exactly how it's done. You guys got to reach out to individuals who you can work with cars in multiple states doing this here. You can sell a Toyota in Georgia, and sell it here in Maryland, or sell it here in Virginia, or sell it here in Washington D.C., or sell it here anywhere in the world. It's in the matters of solving the person's challenge. That's all this is. So to be a bit more discreet in what I'm stating here is that it sells. It's focusing on what the end individual is seeking to redeem out of the transaction, What are they seeking to be compensated with? Is it their time? Is it their freedom? Is it is it more money? What are they trying to objectively do? I do not make the decision for you. I can't make that decision for you. And the last thing I want to do is get into a pity party of what the decision is. I have an option. You want to sell your home? I have an option. So that is how this works. I want to give you guys more better performance in these circumstances and calls. Give me some insight on what you guys think. Drop a little questions that you may have. You guys like these kind of videos where we're no screen, just straight calls. You guys really critique this how we're getting this over here. So, the best means of all of this is that you guys are actually gaining the value from this, and you guys are telling me that the videos are pretty good quality wise. I need to hear from you guys. I need to know what in these videos more pertainingly to that you guys want to see and hear more of. So, with that being noted, I'm opening up to it. Send me what you got. If you guys want us to joint venture with some deals in your backyard, please by all means. We have a plethora of buyers. And even if you want me to come and buy the property, more than open to it. Send me some information about it in my email. I'll take a look at it. If Evimera likes it, if our partners like it, we'll close on it. We'll joint venture together. If we don't, we'll get it closed for you. As most certainly. Um, Also, still promotion, mass promoting. Do not want to do too much promotion because I still want to keep it close niche. Just simply because there's certain teams that we want to work with. However, Tuesdays we're going to be working with new individuals, new onboardings. Fridays is more of our leadership trainings at 7, so Tuesdays are going to be at 7, and then Fridays are at 7. If I slaughter these, they're going to be somewhere below, or you guys can reach out and we can talk more about it. That I can send you an invite to. Saturday mornings, 9 o'clock. We have our early morning onboarding for the our early leadership. My apologies. And then 10 o'clock we have our for all our new guests. This is just to keep us all close-ish as as a unit. This gives you guys a bit more one-on-one time with me because I do one-on-ones. However, if you guys have not built up the capital to be able to afford the one-on-ones and you want to get a deal done, the training sessions are probably best for you to start off with. These videos are best to start off with. We have a ton of free information. We have a lot of free information out there for you guys. We just are solely looking to continuously critique our craft. So it seems as though with the training sessions are a bit more better of a help for everyone around the board. And of course, like as I said, to purchase my time is of course well compensation. If we're gonna get a deal across the table for you or with you guys. With that being noted, I'm super excited about the 90-day challenge. And over the next 90 days, I really see these videos are continuously like soaring. The numbers are just getting more just pristine clear that this was needed a long time ago. So we're going to continuously promoting the wins, and we're going to continuously also placing what works out there in the stratosphere, out there in the world and across the globe. Whether you're viewing me in Washington, whether you're viewing me in California, Kansas, Kentucky, Washington D.C., Maryland, Florida, I don't know, United Kingdom. Oh, I don't know if you watch it, United Kingdom, but wherever you're watching me on the worldwide, and I do appreciate you guys for watching our review on our shows. That will be my time. Thank you guys for being here, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Ciao.